Israel is still bombarding Lebanon day and night. Despite the fact that the U.S. Iran deal included Lebanon and said stopping all attacks on all war fronts, Israel is disregarding that. It is continuing the bombings despite the very ongoing pressure to stop all its military operations. Take a look.
Hopes of calm along the Israel-Lebanon front have been tested just hours after U.S. and Iran formalized an interim agreement to end their war and reduce tensions across the region. Lebanon's national news agency reported that an Israeli drone strike targeted a vehicle in southern Lebanon, killing 2 people. In a separate attack, another person was killed in the town of Zabadin, while 2 more people were wounded in a drone strike in Nabateh. The strikes come despite expectations that the U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding would help ease hostilities on multiple fronts, including Lebanon. Residents of southern Lebanon have expressed doubts that the fighting will end anytime soon, citing the continued presence of Israeli forces and its ongoing military operations.
We hope there will be an agreement that preserves the citizens' dignity and their livelihood, and for people to return to the border areas. But this situation is very difficult, and our days, I don't know how we will get by with them. I am 70 years old. 70 years old, what do I have left? And those I brought into life, my children, how are they going to live?
Of course, Israel does not commit. Of course, 100%. Israel does not commit. And they have never abided. We saw what they did in Gaza. The whole world gathered for an agreement in Gaza, and they are still bombing them. They still are. And on our border, it is still active. It doesn't quiet down. I compare Israel and Hezbollah. I compare them to Tom and Jerry. They don't stop. They don't stop.
Israeli Defense Forces have released a map showing its current deployment inside southern Lebanon, extending approximately 10 kilometers beyond the international border along what Israel calls the Yellow Line. The disputed area, which Israel claims as a buffer zone for security, includes waters associated with Lebanon's Kana gas project, a key energy asset whose exploration rights were recognized under the maritime deal. Within Israel, the country's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is reportedly facing pressure from members of his own Likud party to resist international calls for a withdrawal from southern Lebanon. On the ground, while the intensity of Israel's bombing campaign has decreased in recent days, drone strikes and cross-border attacks continue.
We want to know. They should give us official information, not every 5 minutes coming out with a new decision and new words. Iran and the Americans are done. Fine. In Lebanon, it's not over yet.
Hezbollah, on its part, has congratulated Iran, calling the deal with US a victory, and asserts that the deal will serve as a source of greater strategic leverage.
The ceiling of negotiations with the Israeli enemy is reciprocal security. There is no other ceiling, and any plan under the banner of disarmament shall not pass.
The Lebanese group has responded to Israeli operations with its own attacks, insisting that it will not accept a one-sided ceasefire or discuss disarmament while Israeli forces remain inside Lebanese territory and continue to bombard cities. As diplomatic efforts continue, the situation on the ground suggests that the path to a lasting ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon remains far from certain.